Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town, and we're here tonight for an absolutely fun event of kicking off our, we're kind of in the middle of our Tiki Bar waterfront project. So far, we have a lot of progress been made up here. As you know, if you've lived in Sewaren, which most of you do, or you wouldn't have been invited here, it's only Sewaren residents invited. That's how much we love you. We had a massive project to replace the bulkheads around that triangle over there and around this way, all the way up to where the house is. It was done by a company called CRS. Took a lot longer than we thought. We thought we'd actually be further along starting the Tiki Bar by now, but whatever. We'll have it done by April or May next spring. But this was a massive project, a $5-point-something million project to do that. And that started and done. And now, as of November 1st, a company called Macaulay won a bid for $4,030,000 to actually construct the Tiki Bar. It's going to be on that angle of that triangle over there. The pictures of it are here. The map is here. It's going to be an absolutely amazing facility, and we're really looking forward to it. You're standing on what will be a grove kind of thing. There'll be rocks, small rocks laid out. There'll be food trucks in the back. We started the project thinking we'd do a restaurant. The restaurant has to be raised 16 feet off the ground, and then you have to build 2 floors of a restaurant. It's very, very expensive, and you probably never make the money back if you have to spend $5 or $6 million building a restaurant. So we're going to have rotating food trucks, including Scoop to my Lou. This is a Colonia couple. And by the way, the ice cream's free, so what's wrong with that? Nothing. Nothing. So we'll have food trucks, we'll have the bathroom back here, all kinds of things. There'll be picnic tables, cornhole, you name it. This whole area is going to be parking. That building will function as a storage. There'll be a cooler, what's what I'm looking for? Walk-in cooler, and other kinds of ice machines. There'll be hopefully golf carts running back and forth all day and all night, bringing more stuff here. We also have a major project to redo the dog park starting next year. Where the dog park is now, it's going to be moved back and built while the current one is open, so we're never going to lose the dog park for any stretch. We'll build a new one behind it and then take the current one out and put in parking. So this is a massive project. We've been talking about this for a while, and we finally have it really moving. I want to introduce the dais up here. To my right is Craig Coughlin. He's our Assemblyman and the current Assembly Speaker. He's responsible for a $4 million grant to the town in the current state budget and $3 million in prior state budgets. So let's hear for Craig Coughlin. Of course, everything that happens in the Assembly has to happen in the Senate or nothing gets done. And we have our terrific state senator, Joe Vitale, with us. We have another elected official. You know her because she is the first ward elected official. She's been in office now for a little over 2 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Sharon McAuliffe. Our planning director, Marnolewski. Our business administrator all the way down on the right, Vito Simaluka. We have 3 outstanding engineers from T&M Associates. Well, they're not all from T&M. Jeff Kozik is from T&M, and Chip Vaughn and Warren Bonamo are from the Vaughn Collaborative. So they're architects, he's the engineer. Talk to them. They're brilliant. They know what they're doing. If you have any questions, they're happy to fill you in. All the maps are over there, and the drawings of what the Tiki Bar is going to look like. Oh, they're behind me. Oh, yeah, like I said, they're right behind me. I saw it. There's a map over there. Come on. Where was I? I don't know where I was. Let me tell you. Yeah.
Engineering, they're brilliant guys.
Yes, the engineers are brilliant guys. That's what I said. Please talk to them. We meet every week out in the old Captain Billy's house there. A lot of people working very hard on this project. This is so exciting. It's one of the coolest things we've done, at least since I've been mayor. And I'm sure everybody else up here will agree how much fun this project has been to work on. Let me now turn the microphone over to our Assemblyman, Craig Coughlin.
Thank you, John. Thank you. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. What a beautiful setting this is on a beautiful day. It looks like fall, but it feels like summer with the ice cream truck and the warm weather and the water in front of us. Looks like we should be all headed out on boats. But it is a pleasure to be here as we take the next step and move this incredible project along. It's one of the fun things that we get to do. Assemblywoman Lopez, who's out at another event right now, sends her regards. But sticking up and making sure that the projects that are happening in communities within our district are really getting done. And New Jersey was voted the second most fun state in the country just recently, and that is not because Woodbridge didn't do its part. Woodbridge does its part to make sure we have fun all the time. I got to think it's the #1 fun town to be around, right? So thanks, Mayor, for doing this. Thanks for bringing everybody together. It's a great opportunity to see what's going to go in your neighborhood, in your area, and it's going to be a special project. So thanks for letting me be here, and it's great to be part of this today. Thank you very much.
Well, I want to thank George Riley. George is the commander of the United States Coast Guard Auxiliary Flotilla 44 here. He's been doing that for, I don't know, 30 years, 20 years, a long time. He's 40. 40, okay, I stand corrected. 40 years he's been volunteering with this group. He's let us use his facility for meetings and just been very, very cooperative with us. And as long as he's here, as far as we're concerned, he can stay here forever. We love him. Thank you, George Riley. I'd now like to introduce our state senator, Joe Vitale, who's here with his 2 lovely daughters, to say a few words.
Thanks. Good timing, Mayor. Thank you very much. Hey, guys. Can't go without my chief of staff here. This is terrific. I'm really excited. I've learned a lot about the project over the last few days, and we heard a lot about the dog park as well. We would take our dog, take Rosie, for the last 14 years. So looking for those improvements for the community. Most of the folks from Woodbridge go there and enjoyed that as well. But this is an amazing way to sort of utilize what is a beautiful waterfront in a really smart and effective way, and a clean way, and a fun way. So I'm just excited to be able to be part of that, and being able to be part of the process of getting the funding for this. But the vision with the mayor and the council and all the folks here, the professionals that really get this done. It doesn't happen by accident. It needs vision, it needs hard work, it needs some thought, it needs some planning, it needs money, but it needs the support of good elected officials like the mayor and his team. So great to be here, good to see all of you, and enjoy the beautiful weather. Thanks, everybody. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you, Senator. I also want to thank our communications team, our Director of Communications, the incomparable John Haggerty, his assistant, Megan Kushba, her assistant with the camera right in front, Kelly Walsh. We have the great TV 35, the new director, since Lee Beckerman retired. Finally, I thought I'd never get rid of him because I wanted you to do it all along. I'm just saying. Gina Forbes. It's okay, he won't see this. He's out on a boat somewhere. From the mayor's office, we have Nicolette Dunn. And now I'd like to turn it over to Sharon McAuliffe, your first ward councilwoman. Let's hear it.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight. I met a lot of new people today, which is really nice. I get to put a face with the people that I support out here, and there's a lot of people that I know out here. So I hope that you're going to come out here and enjoy the Tiki Bar when it's done. And I'm always available. If you ever need anything, you can always contact me. I'm willing to listen to whatever your concerns are out here in Sewaren, because we want to make the residents of Sewaren happy, because we love Sewaren, and we want to make it really, really nice. So we're going to do a lot of improvements down here at the waterfront, not just down here. We're also working at the boat dock to do some improvements down in that area too. So I hope that you guys enjoy everything. There's free food, there's free ice cream, there's going to be music. Hang around for a while. Come and ask everybody any questions you have, not just about the marina, but anything in Sewaren, and we're willing to help and listen to your concerns. So thank you very much for coming.
Thank you. I'd now like to introduce the young lady who is responsible for this project. She's a Deputy Director of Redevelopment. Carolyn Ehrlich, former councilwoman, runs Redevelopment. She's home now because her daughter and her granddaughters are kicked out of the house while they redo the electric after they had a small, harmless fire, but they can't be there while they're doing the work, so they're staying with Carol up in Colonia. But Heather LaMotta has been working on this job since the very beginning. She's the one doing the day-to-day things and making sure that the engineers and the architects and the construction companies and making sure the permits and all that stuff is done. It's a pretty big project because this is over a $10 million nut at the end of the day, almost all funded by outside sources, not by our taxpayers, although we put a little bit toward it. I'd like to now ask Heather LaMotta to say a few words. Heather did not know she was going to do this.
I just want to thank you all for coming out. This has been an amazing project since the beginning. There's so many other small nuances. The overflow parking, there's going to be a walking track. There's also going to be a county walking bridge that's going to connect our part over to the Alvin Williams Park. It's really going to be an amazing project, so I hope you all come down and enjoy it as much as possible. So thank you so much.
I forgot about the bridge. Yeah, they are connecting us to them. Because right now, they don't even own the street in. It's owned by PSE&G, or whoever owns PSE&G now. I don't know who it is. But it's not owned by any government, so it's always a risk. So now you're going to be able to park on our land and take a bridge right into the county park. It really is a smart thing that the county offered to us. So I'd like to see if Chip or Warren or Jeff want to come up and say anything. As I said, architects, engineers, you guys want to offer any insight into how difficult this project was?
Thank you all for coming. As Heather, I was not anticipating to speak. It's good to see everybody. I'm very glad that the mayor got support in this event. I know this is his third time trying to have it. This project has gone on for 5 years since we started planning acquisitions, going from conceptual design to permit level design. It has taken 5 or 6 different NJDEP permits to make this happen. Ultimately, it's going to be a fabulous project. Like they mentioned, we're tying together with the county on it. You have state level funding getting it done. So it is really an amazing coordination of all levels of government to make this happen. I'm just happy that we were able to be part of it. And hopefully you guys are happy when it's all finished. Thank you very much.
Chip? Yeah, what are you worried about, man?
Thank you, everyone. The evolution of this project was very interesting. And when I got called to the mayor's conference room and he said, we'd like to do a tiki bar, I said, you want to do what? And obviously, it's evolved into what is going to be a wonderful structure over here. We worked on the architectural components. T&M did all the site work and did all the phases prior to this. Doesn't look like much now, but a lot of work went into to prepare for this. We studied a bunch of different aspects of this, and this is what it came out to. The most critical part of this project was certainly getting it above the floodplain, which keeps us in a certain criteria as far as insurance is concerned. All of the materials that will be below that floodplain have been certified to accept any high water that could potentially come in here. I don't want to talk about anything negative, but it's all prepared for that. And I'm really thankful that Woodbridge, the citizens of Woodbridge, and Mayor McCormick had invited us to participate in it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chip. I want to introduce Caitlin Crinigan, who runs Curtin's Restaurant. She's going to be running the Tiki Bar. So it's all through the Woodbridge Arts Alliance. I'll explain this real quick. The town's not allowed to own a liquor license. There's something called a concessionaire's license in the state. We can access them. The Woodbridge Arts Alliance runs Curtin's Restaurant. All the employees are Alliance employees, not ours. Caitlin runs that, at least the front. Someone else runs the kitchen. So we're going to run all the work here through that entity. So if you want a job here, or your kids want a job here, your grandkids want a job here, go find Caitlin. Right there, she got the sunglasses and the red hair. And it's not too early to start thinking about who's going to be working here in early next spring. Once again, I want to thank the Irish Club. They brought the liquor. They have a permit for tonight just here. They've done a wonderful job. PK, who runs the Woodbridge Community Center Cafe, is running this tonight. And once again, we have Scoop to my Lou. They'll be one of the vendors that are going to be here probably a few nights a week selling ice cream. So this is great, folks. Did I miss anything? Marty, you want to say anything? Oh, good.